Welcome. Today, we're going to be talking about Black Friday. I know it's not for another month. However, it's really good to start coming up with your list of things that you're thinking of purchasing for your online tutoring business beforehand. Then you can plan out your strategy, make the best deals that you possibly can. And today, I'm going to be sharing with you what are some of those tools that you need to be thinking about for your business so that you can pay the least amount of money as possible. Stay tuned. Nothing is more heartbreaking than when you take a look at something that you just purchased and there's a Black Friday deal on it. On Black Friday, you're like, "Oh, if I had just waited. Are you kidding me?" So today I'm going to help you prepare for what are some of the things that you can expect to see a deal on when it comes to Black Friday. Now, I know one of the biggest things that a lot of people ask me questions about is a computer. What's the best computer to have, Joanne? Well, I happen to be married to a guy who loves talking computers. And so I actually took notes when I was chatting with him this morning. And I said, okay, what are the things that I need to tell my people to look out for when it comes to Black Friday? Because you're always going to see computers on sale. It is like one of the number one top things. And it's really great, you guys, to have a computer uh, that you are waiting for that you can absolutely be able to purchase. So one of those things that you need to be taking a look at is your um, the RAM and the ROM. So the RAM is the processing and the ROM is the storage, and all computers have this. So you want to be taking a look out for what should that RAM processing be and what's the ROM storage going to be? So for RAM, anywhere between 8 gigabytes to 16 gigabytes is going to be good enough for you and your tutoring business. Now, if you do plan on using it for gaming or for creating videos and those kinds of things, go with the higher one. The 16 should be just fine. Every single computer has a chip inside of it, and there are 2 companies that make the best chips. They are Intel and the AMD Ryzen. You can see I'm, like, looking at my notes here 'cause, the Intel, uh, comes in 5, 7, and 9, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and so does the AMD Ryzen. And the higher that number goes on up, the faster the processing speed can be, right? So things will load faster, all those kinds of things. I personally have an i5. So if you're looking at the i7, the i9, the prices will go on up with those. Um, but know that an i5 is just fine for what we do when it comes to online tutoring. So those are the two big chip manufacturers that are out there, and you do want to look for a computer that has one of those in there. Both of them are equally comparable to each other. Next thing you want to take a look at is the size of your computer screen. How big do you want it to be? And then if you're looking like at a laptop, how heavy do you want your laptop to be? Those will be things, the personal choices that you will make. You also will have the option between, do I want to be able to draw on the screen? Do I want to be able to turn the screen into a like almost like a tablet if I want to. I've never used my computer as a tablet, so that's not something that I would want. That's not a feature that would be important for me. So you think about what are those features that are important for you. You do want to think about like also being a part of some kind of cloud service. Now, I'm part of Microsoft's cloud service. It could be something to take a look at and see, do they have a deal on Black Friday for the Microsoft cloud service? But the cloud service and all of the Microsoft, like, uh, programs come with it, your Word, your Excel, PowerPoint, all of that kinda stuff. It comes along with it and along with the cloud service, which is like 1 TB of storage, which is fantastic. I love to be able to, and there's lots of tools, Dropbox, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter which one you use. Since I already had like I was getting the Microsoft package and it was being included in there, I was like actually able to get rid of my Dropbox service, which only included the storage for the same exact price. So I let go of my Dropbox and I just went forward with OneDrive because that just made the most sense for my business. Now there are 3 main types of computers you can buy. Obviously, you can go with Mac, Windows, or a Chromebook. Now, Chromebooks are terrible for online tutoring. I do hear that they are starting to increase in value and are getting better. So definitely maybe it's an option, but I don't know. I still wouldn't play with it. They have a lot of limitations to them. They are meant to be a cheap computer so that kids can have something to use at school. Looking forward at like the Mac and the Windows. If tech scares you and you've always been a Mac user, stick with Mac. If tech scares you and you've always been a Windows user, stick with Windows. Your Windows computers are going to be cheaper than your Mac computers are. They are a higher level. It doesn't mean that they're better, they are just a higher level. So, they at a higher price level is what I should say, not like a higher they're better quality or anything like that. Your Macs and your Windows will do great things for your tutoring business. So when you're thinking about a computer, those are the things you wanna take a look at. The RAM and the ROM, the Intel or the AMD Ryzen. Okay, look for those 2 things. Is it a 5, 7, or 9? You might wanna take notes on that piece of it and take it with you as you start searching online. Best Buy will have, computer deals, Amazon will have computer deals, Walmart will have computer deals, so check it out and do your work. Now there's a really cool tool that I have on my computer that I utilize, and it shows me the different deals, like, if there's a lower price somewhere else, it'll actually pop on up and say, "This is found at a lower price over here," and another thing that it will do is it will tell me, "Do I want to apply this coupon?" Yeah, I wanna use apply the coupon. Why wouldn't I, right? And so, it'll automatically, like, look for coupons for me, and that's with Microsoft Edge. You can set up your Microsoft Edge browser to help you with looking for the best deals. And you know what? At the end of the day, you need a computer that's going to work. It's got good speed. It's good quality, right? Even if you're looking for a backup computer, right? So you have a computer, maybe it works really well, but you purchase another computer, so that in case something happens, you are able to go there and you're able to make all those changes. So that is definitely something that is important. And I'm going to share with you guys real quick. Um, inside of Amazon, they always have like special deals inside of here as well. But maybe you're thinking about um, exercise equipment that you can use at your desk. I know Suzanne Davis particularly has one of these. She absolutely loves it. I don't know if she has this kind, but again, if you're looking during Black Friday for something like this, it could be at a much better price. A lot of times they'll have other versions of these kinds of elliptical pedal exercises. Like if I keep looking for elliptical uh, desk under I mean, you can scroll on down, you'll be able to see all the different kinds that they have, and one that is at the best price for you. Maybe you're looking for a standing desk. And maybe you're all of a sudden, you're like, "You know what? A standing desk would be really good for me." Let's take a look at a standing desk. Lots of different standing desks here. Again, you'll be able to take a look, start thinking about what are the features that you want your standing desk to have that would be useful for you. What is going to be, the best fit for you to run your business? Like, do you need to have, two uh, different layers up here? Do you want to have everything across from each other? Those are all different little features that you can start thinking about what's going to be most useful. If you've ever started thinking about, I feel like I sit all the time with tutoring and I'd like to stand. That's an opportunity for you so that you can do your tutoring. Another tool that people will ask me about are the tablets. Now, you can already get a Huion drawing tablet for a really cheap price. So take a look at this one. Now, when I click on this one, something fun happens. You're going to see my coupon tool come on up. Let's see if it happens again. It happened earlier when I was looking at this, but it's only $32.99. And yeah, it's not huge, but it will do the job that you need it to do, and see, here it is, there's that shopping right there that's coming on up and saying save 660 with coupon. This is because I am using Microsoft Edge, with my computer, so it will find those deals already, so that will take the 660 automatically off. I can use auto apply coupon. If I add this to the cart, it says, "Do I want any of these?" I can say, "No, thanks." And let's see if it auto clip did it clip it? Do I have to add it? I might have to add it on in there and do, control paste because it said it auto clipped it. That would be one thing to kinda take into consideration there. Alright, so I'm gonna go on back. So that's one tool. There's lots of different tablets to take a look at. So definitely do your research, find the one that's gonna be the best for you. But you can see here, they're able to put that right in front of their computer and do all of the writing on there. I actually have mine right on the side, like I write with my right hand. So I have it on a side table and it works just perfect for what I need it for. And again, it's already at a good price point. Maybe you decide to pick it up today and not wait for a deal, but it could go down to like even lower than that. Like it could be 20, 25 bucks uh during Black Friday. So again, just something to think about. Another thing to think about is lighting. So if you start taking a look at lighting for photo shoots, these are the kinds of lighting that are really helpful when it comes um, to having the whole, system. If you want a green screen system, you want the professional lights, you can take a look at those kinds of lighting on here. They do range in prices. But again, if you're taking a look during Black Friday, take a look and see what has a good price that you could utilize with your business. I particularly have this set right here. And so I have the larger, like, lamps on each side of me that I've been using, and I have then that green screen right behind me, so that I can use, backgrounds and all of that. It also allows me to get rid of that, like, blurriness. So you may notice that when you go in and out of your stuff, you're extremely, like, it's like you're morphing with the background, and you'll notice here, I'm not morphing with the background. A, I have an actual green screen behind me. B, on Zoom, I've actually applied that filter. I tell them I'm using a green screen. If you're using a green screen and you click "I'm using a green screen," all of a sudden that morphing in and out of your background goes away. It's a huge secret trick that lots of people, don't even know to utilize. In fact, let me show you, real quick how you can get there. If you go to video and you see me on the video right here, and you're gonna click choose, virtual background. Now, I'm gonna unclick my I have a green screen so you can see what it looks like. What's the difference? Alright, now I'm blurring, right? I'm kinda going in and out here. You can see the green screen right behind my head. It doesn't look as good. It's just okay. It's not bad, but I'm just saying with a green screen, though, that all goes away. Like, it's definitely has a better feel. I could never really move my hands, like, super fast, um, but it's not too bad. When I take that I have a green screen away, you see a lot more of the green screen kind of effect on there. As soon as I click it, though, it's a little bit, so that's why I kinda try to keep my hands down here when I'm doing video or doing that kinda stuff. And with online tutoring, it doesn't really matter. I have it mostly for that piece. I'm just going to click out of there, go back to sharing with you guys on over here. So, lighting actually does make a difference. I feel like in professionalism when it comes to your tutoring, right? If you're using just the lighting on like on your computer, they have terrible webcams. Terrible webcams. So I just have an attachable webcam, and again, you can find it's any webcam that you buy, any webcam that you buy will be better than the computer webcam that you have. So any of these are gonna be a good fit. People always ask me, "Which one is the best one that I should get?" Any of them. Any of them are better than what you already have on your computer. So check them out, see which one's gonna be a good fit for you. A lot of them are not expensive. So do a little bit of research and see if that is something that you wanna add on. Take a look again at those prices so you can get the best deal on those webcams. All right. So next up, headphones. People are always asking me, "Hey, Joanne, what kind of headphones do you have?" I have Bose headphones, and they are pricier. So we'll start off with a pricier one, so you can just see, okay, is this something that's important to me or not important to me? And we'll come here. So the Bose, we've got two here. We've got the Quiet Comfort, and that's the one that I have. And it's got the noise canceling on here, which means that people cannot hear sounds um, outside of it, and they really do work, guys, because I've had, last week we had 2 weeks ago, we had, like, a tornado thing going on. Nobody could hear that my phone's thing was going on off because I had the noise canceling on. So nobody knew that I was going through a tornado warning at that point in time that I was with. If we take a look here, what I like about the Bose is they go over my ears, and the quality of sound is unbelievable. Like, the first time I remember putting on these headsets, I was like, wow, the quality, because I was just using, standard, like, in the ear kind of things, or I think I had one that went over the ear. I've tried all kinds of things, and everybody has their own different preferences. I tend to get a headache if I have things that go on top of my ear versus around my ear. So for me, I needed to get this one. Does everybody need a headset? No. Why do I have a headset? I have a headset because I teach reading. I need to hear the pure sounds of my students. Some people can hear those sounds perfectly fine from their computer. They don't need any kind of AirPods or headset or any of that. So decide for yourself. Is it something that I feel like I need for my business, or is do I not even really need it? I'm just fine without it. Um, that's going to be a personal decision on what you feel is going to be necessary. I do find that the sound from the computers is fine. Uh, you don't really need to buy anything for that, but a lot of people will ask me about microphones. So I have a Blue Yeti microphone. Why? Because I do podcasting, I do videos, I do all that kind of stuff. And when you are a guest on somebody else's podcast and you already have this stuff set on up, they appreciate you having that high quality tool out there versus just using your computer audio. So I have it not for the purpose of my business, but for the purpose of visibility and getting found. But if you want to take a look at some good ones, a lot of people like the Yeti Snowball. It comes at a smaller price point for people that they like, and it's just small. It's just like this. You see that? And it's only 44.99 right now. I bet you any money it will go on sale for Black Friday. So you can take a look at those and see which ones are good. This is another one that people like, a Logitech for creators, which is good. And then I'm going to show you the Yeti microphone that I have in case you do want to do some kind of podcasting and that kind of stuff. So the Yeti microphone I have is this is showing up Logitech. Oh, here. Um, and what did I do? So I have mine on it's like actually on a holder, and they come with that, which is really nice. Um, and they are studio quality. So again, you can get this if you do have this like on your desk and it's not like right in front of you, it's okay. I do like having the reach out arm on there so that people can hear me better. So there's lots of them on out there that you can get a hold of. So awesome, awesome, you guys. Let's keep going. We got a lot of stuff we still have to talk about. Um, because we've got a document camera. So lots of people are looking for a document camera. I've talked about the Aver document camera in the past. This would be a great one to take a look at and see, oh, okay, does this one have this was a really good document camera, by the way, you guys. I really, really like this document camera. We've got a couple of them. This is the Aver M5 document camera. It is $89 right now and 99 cents. And I'm looking at mine. I'm like, yeah, that's the one that I have right on over here. So this is a great one. Again, take a look to see, is there a sale on this? You can see here, last purchased March 30th. And then I always look to see, oh, is there an extra coupon that pops on up? Because, I mean, who doesn't love an extra coupon and extra savings, right? But I'm not seeing anything pop on up, so I'm going to guess that nope, there's not any extra coupons on there right now, but great pricing on that tool. So we've talked about lighting, computers, standing desk. Some people might like to use an additional iPad. So I actually have an iPad set up over here. I used to use notebooks all the time, right? And I would write notes from all of my students inside of my notebook. And then I thought, you know what would be cool? What if I'm going through so many notebooks? I mean, not like notebooks are that expensive, at the end of the day, because I always get them at the back to school sales when they were like a quarter, so they don't really cost me a lot. But I was really struggling with being able to find my students' notes in a timely manner. This cut down my time of organization. I now have every single one of my students set up with a folder on here with all the words and the activities that we're working on, and that is all saved onto my iPad. I have the pencil that goes along with that, and so that I'm able to just write with that standing on up, and if you like to write with it sitting flat, you absolutely can. It's totally up to you and your style. There is a new version of the iPad. I will tell you that, Mac products, when I've looked in the past, have very they have the least amount of savings. Like, they don't have the best savings during Black Friday. I mean, they might have something which is like, if you buy this or you buy that, then you'll get, a $50 coupon towards this or um, those kinds of things. I can't imagine that the newest iPad would come down in price. However, sometimes what they will do to get the older ones out the door is like the Apple the 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 9 version versus the ninth generation versus the 10th generation, that one will go on sale more. And so it might be good to take a look at an older generation, and go with that one instead, depending on what you want to be able to use it for. So you can see here that they have all different kinds of iPads too, right? They got the iPad mini, they have the regular iPad, they have an iPad with it's like as small as like a cell phone, and they have one that is you can attach like a board to and type on it. Um, so there's lots of different options with iPads. I do suggest that my students at least have an iPad when they do tutoring with me because they'll be able to see me pretty well on the screen. I don't tell them what tech they need to have, but a good computer, a good iPad will work for them to do the tutoring. All right. Other things that you might not have thought of to purchase. Memberships. A lot of times, like, people that have, like, yearly memberships or subscriptions to their websites, they will go down in price. So I recently purchased, hoping that, this tool that I purchased will go down in price, and be able to buy the yearly at a cheaper price than what they were offering it at. So right now, I'm just on the monthly for it because I was like, "Okay, I will upgrade to the yearly if the yearly ends up being a better price than what it currently is." So take a look at that. So different tools and stuff that I have, I've got subscriptions to Raz Plus, that is a reading program. So take a look at any programs and tools that you use for your tutoring that maybe you hadn't considered purchasing, but if they were a little bit cheaper, you would. I believe last year I ended up saving 10% by just updating my Raz subscription a year early. So I updated it at Black Friday and it applied for the entire year, right? They charged me right then and there, but my subscription went until January. It didn't matter. They now still had my subscription paid for until the following January. So they just apply it to wherever you're at in the process. So if you're on a monthly payment and you want to move up to a yearly payment, check that out. It might be an option. Um, Zoom? I don't know. I don't know. I've never really looked into Zoom to see if they have any Black Friday sales or anything like that. So you might want to check it out. Like, are those kinds of tools, are they cheaper during Black Friday? It's worth checking out, putting on your list and exploring and waiting. If you haven't purchased the upgrade to Zoom yet, and you're not happy with the service that you have, a lot of times I say if it's not broken, don't fix it. So if you found something that's working for you, no need to change to a different tool. So where can you go shopping for these Black Friday deals? Pretty much anywhere. But the big places that will be advertising the Black Friday deals are like Best Buy, Walmart, Costco, BJ's, Amazon, right? Like all of those places. But you'll be able to find them absolutely everywhere that you go. Just know what it is that you want. Like what are you looking for so that you can run the best business that you possibly can. And it's okay to add a couple of sweet little extras on the side too. Like I have a all of these are business expenses, by the way. So every single one of them, you get to take off of your gross total when you're submitting taxes, right? So you put these as business expenses. The full amount gets put down as a business expense, and then you pay less money for your taxes. So I have gotten a uh, oh, I'm like bogging down. I'm like looking right on at it. So it's got like the mist that comes on out that I add essential oils to. If you're using a tool like that and it's in your office and you're using it for business purposes, like I do, I use it for business purposes because it's on my desk. That counts as a business expense here in the US. So check to make sure your country, your state, or those kinds of things, that you're doing taxes that are legit in your area. Obviously, I can't research every single state, every single country when I provide advice. So know that this is based off of Wisconsin laws and my knowledge of the business side of things. So it may not be the same in your area, but here in Wisconsin, that can be a business expense. So lots of really great resources and tools to be able to look out for. I also am having a Black Friday deal, but guess what? It's not been decided yet what's going to be included. So if you want to be a part of the decision making process, all you have to do, I'm going to share my screen here, is go to the Ultimate Support Group for Online Tutors on Facebook. And then what you're going to do, you're going to go to the search here and you're going to put in Black Friday. And then that will help you to find this particular post right here where I have people voting for what would they like to see in the next Black Friday special. So you can see people want that all access pass to Impact 3. They want the Canva masterclass. They want the SEO masterclass. Those are the big ones. If you see any others here that you're like, yeah, I'd like to have that added on into the bundle. Come on over here, vote because this is what we're going to be adding to the package. The things that people want are the things that you are going to get to see. So again, check that out by typing in, go to the group, go to search Black Friday. You'll see some of the past Black Friday deals that I have done so you can get an idea of what does that look like. If you want to research that ahead of time, you absolutely can. My goal for you this holiday season is that you save the most amount of money possible. You'd be purchasing these things for your business at some point in time. So, why not be strategic about it and think about the best time? You may not need it this year, and that's okay. Put it on your maybe one day list of things that I want to look out for when it comes to these kinds of sales. There are other sales that will be out there, throughout the year, but this is definitely the biggest one here in the US. It is that Black Friday, Cyber Monday. deal. A lot of people now have kinda stretched it all out. A lot of people are purchasing everything online. Last year, I went to, Thanksgiving with my family, and everybody had their list of things that they wanted and the exact links where to get the stuff. We all had finished our Black Friday, like, shopping on Thanksgiving. We had all the stuff that we needed to buy already done. It was really, really cool. So, know that a lot of people are doing the online, buying a lot more now. You can feel safe with it. Um, and yeah, so I hope that you guys are able to get lots of savings this holiday season. Look out for your favorite course creators. They'll probably have some kind of a sale or a bundle. Look out for your favorite subscriptions, and then also take a look at some of your favorite tools that you haven't purchased yet, and they've kind of been on your, maybe I should buy that, maybe I shouldn't buy that. Check that out. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. It's been awesome sharing some of these Black Friday specials to look on out for. If you like content in this video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I will see each of you soon. Bye, everyone.